Iceland. What can I even say? This place is unlike anywhere I've ever been. The stunning beauty and non-stop demonstration of Earth's raw power is something I'll never get over. There's no way to describe it other than otherworldly. We had to start this adventure by exploring the infamous Golden Circle. We saw the geothermal area where the Great Geyser sits, and the golden waterfall Gullfoss, as it dumped its impressive 26,000 gallons of glacier water every second. And Thingvellir, where you can actually see the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates pulling apart. Fridheimar was a huge highlight of the trip. They have the best tomato soup I've ever tasted, and they bake their own fresh bread every day. This regenerative tomato farm imports bees from Scandinavia to pollinate all their tomato plants, which supplies 42% of Iceland's tomatoes. That's a result of 2 tons of tomatoes being shipped every day. After getting our Golden Circle fix, it was time to walk the empty morning streets of Reykjavik to catch our bus to Landmannalaugar for the Laugavegur Trail. Started the Laugavegur Trail, and it's just unlike anything we've ever been on. The surrounding landscape was truly incredible, and the smell of sulfur from the geothermal activity became comforting as we continued on the trail. As we got to the desolate volcanic wasteland, the eerie fog quickly became cold, wind, and rain. Luckily, we were close to camp and found comfort in our tent.
Alright, we made it through the night and it's breakfast time now. Brittany's got her fancy chair. But we made it.
It was time to brush off the rain from the night before and leave camp to get back on the trail.
Love the smell of sulfur in the morning.
See, I swear it's not just me. Again, we were greeted with undeniable beauty and countless climbs and descents through the Highland Mountains. Oh, and I can't forget the first of 3 major water crossings. It's a good feeling to get to camp after 17.5 miles of backpacking. On the following day, it was time to finish the trail, but not without more impressive landscapes. And of course, just as we got to Thorsmark, it started raining. To get back, we needed to take this beast of a bus to conquer the countless river crossings on the way. With Brittany getting blisters on nearly all of her toes, it was time for us to get some 4-wheel drive of our own. This is a Suzuki Jimny, and it was going to be our transportation and shelter for the rest of the journey. The first place we were heading? Seljalandsfoss. Nothing really compares to being able to stand behind a waterfall. Something that blows my mind is that just down the road you can find another waterfall just as impressive as the last. But that's Iceland.
I mean, it's a Skógafoss.
And what road trip around Iceland would be complete without seeing Icelandic horses? These small yet powerful horses are able to endure Iceland's harsh winters. And to keep the Icelandic horse pure, no horses are allowed to be imported into the country, and if an Icelandic horse is ever exported, it's never allowed to return. We may have been excited about the horses, but we were on our way to Dýrahulei for a different animal native to Iceland. Puffins. These seabirds, that can only be found in a handful of places in the North Atlantic, come back from the sea in the warmer months to breed in large colonies on coastal cliffs. Getting to see these rare seabirds had to be one of the coolest parts of the trip. Continuing east on the southern coast, we had to stop to see the black sand beach and basalt columns. Made it into the basalt column cave. It's really cool. It's out of the wind, which is nice. The wind was so strong it was nearly blowing us over. Finally at a place that is allowing drones, so ready to fly. We're at Glacier Lagoon, and this is where all of the Diamond Beach ice comes from. I'm at Stokksnes Beach and this lady just got stuck. I just helped dig her out. It was time to set up our rooftop tent for the last night. It's 11:40 p.m. and we just got all set up in our car camping tent at Skógafoss, and you can still see Skógafoss a little bit. It's hard to beat waking up next to a waterfall as impressive as Skógafoss, but we were excited for our last stop of the trip for some relaxation. The water is just as blue as you see in pictures. So cool. The iconic blue water is a result of silica reflecting the sunlight. Where are you looking? The perfect 100-degree Fahrenheit water was ideal for us to soak in after a week of exploring the southern coast of Iceland. This finishes our trip to Iceland. We'll see you in the next adventure.